Yeah. Yeah. Let me take you on a day.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to episode 2 of Talkin Sporty. I'm Brittany Bets.
And I'm P.
Alright guys, so it's been a minute, I know, but we are back, ready to talk, ready to chat all things LA sports. What's up, girl?
Just here at the house, chilling, enjoying some postseason basketball, which we'll get to eventually.
Right.
A lot has happened since we last met.
Yeah.
And today, naturally, the schedule releases happened for the NFL season, which is a good starting point. What do you think?
Yeah, we know who we got to start. Away and home, both division games. Seattle did so well in the draft. To me, I think that they did really good last year, and then they just kept stacking. So, going to Seattle, I am not going to spend the money on that because I saw somebody asking, like, what? I should go to a away game this season on Twitter. What game should it be? I mean, that would be a really good game to go to. You know, like I hear it's really loud out there. It'll probably be weather.
Yeah.
I don't know. I need to see. I'll be at home for that one.
Right. And I'm thinking about those like away games too. Right now we're just like, is this restructure? Like, what is this? What's going on here? Like,
I know we didn't even talk about the draft. We'll talk about it, once we.
Yeah. Let's do this because it just happened today and we want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about these schedule releases that people are now like, and like these teams are building up this anticipation to these things, right? We have the Rams that obviously they did the TikTok style, Brittany, of the schedule release.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, so it was pretty interesting. They started, of course, the Seahawks. They started the Seahawks one with it was like a cup of coffee, and then like it looks like you're just like you're like
your hand like that looks like you're putting up the middle finger because it's.
The scroll. I'm scrolling. So you're scrolling through. Of course, the kings of social media, the Chargers, did their anime style schedule release. Look, if social media won you playoff games, baby, you would have been undefeated at this point.
Oh, they'd be back to back champs, right?
They went to anime style again, which I mean, I'm not even gonna sound like a hater.
I'm like I've been in mom world, but yeah.
No, it's okay. Look, we're gonna chat about it. Yeah, we're gonna chat about it. So they did the anime style, like I said. There's some what are those called? Are those called goose eggs? What are those called? Like hidden.
Yeah, like hidden nuggets. Yeah, like okay.
Okay, so like there's like a QR code that you scan in one of them. Let me talk about my personal favorite though, Brittany. Maybe you can pull it up. We can chat about it. My personal favorite so far, the Cowboys did one. Meh. The Cardinals one, it was a snooze fest.
Oh my God. I've really been missing out.
No worries, girl. That's what I'm here. I'm gonna update you. The Titans one. Okay, so the Titans one has been my favorite one. So right, you're making that face like what? They went out on the town, and basically what they did is like they showed their schedule release or their games for every week, and they had like they have those little tiny mics they'd be interviewing people with.
We have those mics.
Yeah, exactly. But like the other ones, like the little baby ones. Okay, they were interviewing folks that like don't watch football, and this is prime content, dude. I was on there watching, like cracking up.
Okay, I gotta see.
I was cracking up. So
let me watch a little snippet. Yeah, watch a little snippet. 48. Okay, I'm gonna. Let me just watch like 30 seconds.
St. Louis Rams. Oh. I'm in the green.
So they just show the logo.
Oh, that's just the football logo.
Just the football.
podcast. No idea.
You are so funny. You're like the tiny mics.
Bless her heart.
Baltimore Orioles. This one is the Red Stallions.
A for effort.
49ers, 69ers. What? The Steelers? What? Okay, I'll finish watching it later.
You see what I'm saying? It's actually really good. It's a good idea. It's good content.
It's content. It's
great content. So that's my personal favorite from what I've seen so far.
So what would you rank the Rams? What would you rank ours?
Out of 5 stars, I'll give us like a 3, which perfectly sums us up. Like the last
years, I don't go to 3-star Yelp places. No, at least 3.5.
Sometimes those be the ones that be busted. You know what I'm saying? Like those are the ones, where the service is terrible.
I want somebody to tell us a 3-star Yelp place that we have to go to in LA, and we will be there. We will meet you there.
We should do that. Like, tell us a place.
My Brittany Bites.
Yeah, there you go. Tell us a place that's 3 stars in LA.
That's fire, though.
That's fire.
They just understood.
Right. Yeah.
Like, they probably have, like, really bad service, or they charge you.
Exactly. That's how you know when you're getting an award. That's how you know the food's about to be amazing.
Or if they charge you for, like, the to-go container. Like, what do you mean? You know this is good.
Yeah. So I was like, I wanted us to talk about this because I feel like this is also another way to, like, build up hype for the season, right? While people are just, like, waiting patiently for football to start.
We have no hype, though. I mean, we had, quite a few picks in the draft. We have a lot of spots that we have to fill with unproven talent. So let me just look at the schedule of ours. So we play Seattle in the home opener, the season opener. Sorry. And then in the home opener, we play the Niners. I know that.
That's all I gotta say to that. I'm just gonna take a deep breath.
September 17th.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Just gonna take a deep breath at that.
We don't have a preseason game.
Huh?
We don't even have a preseason game.
What do you mean?
Well, our preseason game is away, so there's no home preseason game. Like 2. We used to have like 3 preseason games.
I believe we do. I think it's like I'm pretty sure we do. The Charger game. I think we're playing the Chargers.
I don't care. I don't even go. So,
anyway, so I would give our schedule release a 3 out of 5.
Okay.
And I was gonna say it perfectly sums us up between last.
I'll watch.
It's like we're just chilling, last season at this point, like Bills, Rams, SoFi Stadium, like
right.
Champs, and
there.
Mind you, wasn't that day like awfully hot in LA? And it was like the worst weather.
It was pretty hot. Like Bills fans, I've always known this because even when we played them a few years back at the Coliseum, like they travel. Like Bills fans are faithful,
right?
And I respect that. You know what I mean? Like I love a Legion like that. Now that SoFi game, because like again, it was like end of summer, first game of the season, the anticipation of playing the Super Bowl champions, like. They came and they made a vacation out of it. They were probably like, we're going to go to Hollywood. We're going to go here. We're going to go. And they ended up making it a lot earlier than expected because that game was pretty brutal. But
nothing was the same.
I hope that Niner game isn't like that. Like it can't.
Girl.
Who's their quarterback?
Me. I'm their quarterback. Okay.
So you don't switch sides.
At this point, no, I would never. But we don't know who their quarterback is.
Right. Is that up in the air?
It's don't they got Sam Darnold, I believe. Bless their hearts.
Yeah.
We don't know. That's gonna be on the 17th. Our home opener. Gosh. I'm already mentally preparing for that.
And then the following week, we have our Super Bowl rematch.
Yes.
In Cincy.
Yep. Hey.
Okay. Primetime game. Because we only get 2. We don't really deserve that many. But yeah, we have 2 primetime games this season.
Right. I mean, you know what? Yeah.
We'll play the Colts again. I'm looking forward to that game. Like the Colts, they should have a nice little squad.
Well, so, and then I also wanted to ask you, I don't know if you've had the chance to, because I know you've been in mommy mode, but they're kicking off the season with the Lions and the Chiefs. Silence?
That's Lions and Chiefs? Oh, that's what you were telling me?
Yeah, so the Lions and Chiefs is what's kicking off the NFL season.
Oh, I thought it was a fair fight. No, I'm just kidding.
You know what's killing me? Like after I said that, it was just like I wish like just silence. Like
no, like no shade.
Okay, that's how she feels about it.
That should be a good game, I think. I hope. Like the thing about it is, I know that guy Jared Goff, and it's like first game of the season. Like I have to see what the line looks like. I have to see how sharp his receivers are. Like seriously, I have to see what his pocket presence is looking like.
Can he read defenses this time?
Like the end of the season for the Lions is when they got good. Am I right?
Yeah.
Like the last 8 games. Like, and I mean, that's no disrespect to his season last season. He had a great year. But it takes a little bit for him to click on. You know what I mean? Like, of
course. Yeah. And I feel like at this point, it's just kind of like, all right, you got a few seasons under your belt. You're in a good system. I mean, not to say that he wasn't with us, but obviously he was younger. There was growing pains there. So I am excited for this game.
Didn't the Lions draft a quarterback too?
The Lions they did. They drafted, oh my God.
Once we make it, we're going to have like so much technology that's just like all these computers that are right there that we can just step up.
Edit this part out.
We have people that just do it for us in a second,
It's skipping me right now. Who did they draft that I was like, JG, they don't believe in you, JG.
Oh, they drafted the kid from Tennessee, Hendon Hooker. Yeah, okay.
That's right.
Okay.
Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson. That's going to be exciting when we play. I mean, obviously he's not playing any snaps, but
right when we see them, yeah, no.
So that's going to be kicking off the NFL season. Christmas Day, we got some good games, right?
You have dived so deep. Like, I'm still in September, first of all, and I'm only looking at the Rams, and you're like Christmas Day, like the whole day. I already know that the whole schedule.
Let me tell you why. This is what's going on lately. I'm gonna tell you guys right now.
Tell me, boo.
What's happening in my heart is that basketball was my first love, right? When I was a little girl.
Okay.
What's happening lately? You and I have probably had this conversation. NFL is slowly starting to take right. Exactly. Yeah.
It's amazing. Like, so welcome to the club.
Right. And so it's May. It's mid-May, or about to be mid-May. I know that basketball's less than probably a month away from being over.
Yep.
And so I'm getting into football mode. My brain's slowly like, okay, y'all got them fantasy lineups ready? What's going on? What are we drafting? Yeah. So
that's gonna be so fun for you. Like, you can have like a whole hour of a show.
On fantasy, yeah. So what I'm trying to say is I'm getting into that mode already, right?
I get it. You're prepping.
Yeah, but some folks are year round. My heart is still split in two, but like football's like it's creeping up.
I try, but like I'm telling you, one kid is like, oh my gosh, okay, you can kind of do it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. 2 kids, it's like throw your phone to the side.
Yeah.
If I try to watch something, it's like, no, I want Bluey. No, I want Sing Two. So it's just like, I'll figure it out later. But football season, we have a babysitter now.
Right. But look, this is why we have each other, because we're just like, it's right there. Okay. So, so Christmas Day, we got some good games. We have a couple rivalries. We have Raiders at Chiefs.
Okay.
We have Giants, Eagles.
Interesting.
And then this one's not a rivalry, but it's Ravens at Niners. Obviously, Niners got a couple more primetime games, but whatever.
You gotta figure out. Well, we don't have to figure out anything, but I'm curious to know their quarterback situation.
Girl, I'm telling you, I don't know. They don't know. They don't even know.
I mean, you get Sam Darnold, it makes you think, what's going on with Trey Lance? Obviously, we know Brock Purdy isn't going to be ready, but it's just like all those question marks.
And you know what pisses me off? Is that they're still going to make it.
Oh, yeah. That's what usually happens. Well, typically it's their defense that keeps them in it to win it, which they don't win it, but they've lost a lot of parts, and then D'Amico's gone. I mean, that was huge. So, right. I mean, a lot of things have changed for them. So we shall see. Shanahan, him, McVay, like those young coaches, I really think that they overthink a lot of things. You know what I mean? Sometimes they coach themselves.
Yeah.
Like the king of that, out of that group of guys. And I mean, obviously he has a very, very, big pair of shoes to try to fill with his father and everything. Yeah. But I just think that he gets outcoached. He's in his head a lot because it's like you always have the squad. You always have had the squad. I don't know. I don't want to hear anything from Niners fans. They just need to remain humble throughout this season. Like, like we took all those injuries like last season. They gave us so much shit.
Right. We weren't allowed excuses, right? Mm-hmm. So, and but I mean, God don't like ugly, because look what happened in the NFC Championship. You know? I mean, granted, you're missing the most important piece, but
had to run the wing too.
And I think that also it's a good point that you're bringing up these coaches overthinking. And I think, obviously McVay does it, but I feel like they also do it because I feel like it's because of their age. They feel like because they're fairly young to be in the position that they're in, I think that's why they overthink. I think that they want to prove themselves, Shanahan too. Obviously he's besides that mess in Atlanta, he like you said, he's had the right pieces, has had somewhat success, has gotten there, hasn't completed the job.
He's been there. He's
gotten there. He just hasn't completed the job. You know what I mean? But I mean, if he wants to ask McVay how to do it, he could just hit him up, But anyway, that's not even here nor there. Right. Thanksgiving Day, we have another. Well,
you just looked at every schedule. I feel so ill prepared,
It's okay. We can have the guys just cut this piece out.
Okay, this is good. You're just you're filling me in. This is perfect.
Right, exactly. Okay. So Thanksgiving Day, we have, this may not mean much anymore, but we have Packers Lions. The way you just laughed is I'm sorry. She said another two more, or the rest of rivalries too. We have Commanders Cowboys, of course, because the Cowboys always get Thanksgiving games. And then we have again the Niners against the Seahawks.
Okay.
She said okay.
I just feel like we don't know. We don't know what any of these teams are really going to be about. Of course, I expect the Chiefs to come back and be, up there, Super Bowl champions. I saw that they play. Who do they play on New Year's? It's a big game. Do they play the Chargers? Somebody. I don't know. I saw the Chargers schedule only because it was on the news.
I'm telling you. Like, this is the only thing. Look, I love my boy Justin Herbert. Okay. Everybody knows that.
I love Herbert. They have 6 primetime games. I saw that.
The most noise that they make is because it's the social media thing. I'm like, sweetheart, at some point we have to, the social media manager is not going to win you any playoff games, okay? So
they drafted a receiver, like they got him a weapon in the draft. I forgot the kid's name, but he's like a young Mike Williams-esque type guy. Like he's gonna be like a nice body for him.
Okay.
Get the ball too. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I mean,
less injuries, but I think the Chargers should do something.
I mean, we could have said that the last season too. I think they should.
I think people have been saying that for 30 years, like since
before
Phillip Rivers had children.
How many does he have? Like 6?
I think like 9, 8.
Yeah. So, I mean, this, like I said, we're just going to put a button on this. The schedule release is fun. It was great. Good content. Definitely looking forward to people like upping their game next season and just like building up this hype. The draft was last month, so now we got schedule releases. Right. Preseason's around the corner.
Right. We don't really need to touch on the draft. Like, we don't need to backtrack in terms of like going.
No. Too much. More so like saying like in the ladder of how they're just building up, obviously, like this.
Well, what are you looking forward to? Like, what expectations do you have? Because I know we drafted an O-lineman.
Yes, from TCU. Yes, which I have read that we've gotten actually a fairly good grade for this draft.
For the entirety of the draft.
Yeah, and again, it's giving C. It's giving C's get degrees. Same way how I said 3 stars out of 5, where it's just kind of like, and you know what? This is where I kind of want to live. I don't even mind that. It's like, hey, I'm just here. I'm just happy to be here.
But you know what? That's the Rams. Like, that's been our identity. Like, It's either like we've sucked or when we've been good, like the Jared Goff days of being good, you know what I mean? With coming back to LA, we've been under the radar. Like, not
under the radar. Right.
Type situation. So, if we need to go back to that to actually get good again, go right ahead. I'm fine.
It is what it is.
But I think that we did pretty well, like just in terms of the entirety of it. Like we filled in some holes position wise. The guy that we drafted with our 2nd round pick, Steve Avila.
Yes, from TCU.
He's versatile from what I read. Mm-hmm. I saw some of his plays, like his highlight package from Rams Tape. Shout out Rams Tapes.
Hey, Rams Tapes.
Hi. I'm excited. I'm really excited. Like, I don't want to have really high expectations because, but I don't have that with anybody. Like, I want to go into this season just like.
Yeah, no, for sure. Even me, like, hey, like I was telling you, basketball was my first love, taught myself how to watch football as a teenager. And then slowly it's been just taking me away from basketball. And everybody's like, oh, well, you're only into football like when the Rams are good. I'm like, no, that's not actually true at all. Because when I started watching football as a teenager, like, no, that's not even true. So even now, even last season, like, I've been playing fantasy football for God knows how many years already. Yeah. Like, I would say that's what makes me more excited. Whether the Rams are ass or not, I mean, I'm just going to be here regardless. Like, that's the point of being a fan. So it's like, I think there's a lot of things to look forward to this season. And you're right, though. I think that if we have no expectations, then
I will say this. I am going to have some expectations to a certain extent because.
Oh, of course.
Well, I like to look for a little bit of value, like early on for like my betting, to kind of get an idea of, or not to get an idea, but just to see who would give me, some good money.
Yeah.
And like a future play for like the division or like AFC, that type of thing. So you kind of got to know.
Well, yeah, for sure. You're not going to go in there just blind. But what I'm saying is
the fan in us. You get you know what I mean.
I'm right here. I'm right here with you.
We want the Rams to be good, but expect what is it? What do they say? Hope for the best. Wait, expect the worst, hope for the best.
Yeah.
That's where we are.
Yeah. I believe it was a couple of days ago, Aaron Donald said that retirement never crossed his mind, which is somewhat comforting, I guess.
Right? Reassuring.
For now. Right. For now. I mean, we don't know. These people's minds can change from one day to the next. But, I mean,
and then not retiring doesn't necessarily mean stay with the Rams forever. Like, I've thought about that. I've thought about just the possibility of, you know, us when we were loading everybody off or unloading everybody, we were, you know, trying to get as much value. And I'm thinking, like, there's absolutely no way. Like, we can't get rid of Aaron Donald. But what if we did? And what if there gets to a point where he wants to play for, like, the Steelers to go back home?
Yeah. I mean, I was saying this in February.
About it. Like, let's change the subject.
She's like, look, I don't even want to talk about, like, I don't even want to think about just the thought of Aaron Donald not being a Ram. Like, you know, Jalen, I was like, Jalen's not going anywhere. You know what I mean? But, I mean, here we are. He's a Dolphin. It's a different story, though, right? Because Aaron Donald's been with us since the beginning of his career. So it would definitely.
Yeah, there's a different type of rapport that's built with organization.
But we're not even going to think about that. I just wanted to get your thoughts on him saying retirement wasn't even crossing his mind. It's comforting. Mm-hmm. We're good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're going to go into the season. We're obviously not going to say, like, no, like, we're not going to, I think we're not saying no expectations. I think we're just going to kind of just limit them a little bit. You know what I mean?
We're just going to go, I don't know.
It's a good place to live. It's just right there, right in the middle. You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we can segue into at least the Lakers are doing something.
Yeah.
A couple of days ago. So speaking of expectations, have yours lowered with us not taking that game 5?
No, not at all. If anything, I was hoping that we would take it, but it's weird. I feel like it sounds silly to say, but sometimes the first 5 minutes you're like, yeah, no, this is going 6. This is going 6. And that's okay. That's all right. I mean, we went from what? Less than 1% chance of making it to where we are.
Yeah. From the player to the 8th seed or the 7th seed? The 7th seed?
7th seed.
So
one game away from the
defending champs.
Yeah. And just one game away from the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah.
Again, but I will say this, and maybe this is something that, you know, I can use, for the Rams. Like, this, I came in, and this is the God honest truth. Okay, you guys, God honest truth. Hand on the Bible. I don't even have a Bible, but went into this Lakers season, I was chilling. I was like, zero expectations.
Yeah.
You know, I want them to win. And then look, we're here with Darvin Ham's riding 0.2% on the board. Like, this is a chance we had of making the playoffs. And look at, I mean, Jesus Christ, we started 0-5. Like, you know, expectations can't get lower than that.
Yeah.
So, so game 6 is tomorrow. Defending champs.
I'm excited.
Me too.
Are you going to be watching the game somewhere?
Yeah, girl, I am. I'm going to go to this place in LA. It's called Third Base. I don't know. I'm going to this place.
Third Base. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not to be
confused. Let somebody get to third base.
I'm like, it's not to be confused with anything else. Yeah, so I'm going to go there. Woo! I'm like, is it hot in here? Sorry, she got me a little. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, so sorry, I messed up my little shirt here.
The ice dog.
This is actually, for those of you who don't know, this is an old minor league hockey team from Long Beach. This is actually a really old shirt.
Okay, well, I'm gonna start wearing like vintage tees and stuff. But for those of you who don't know, these are pajamas.
I love you because
we're flex. No,
that's not even a flex. Like what?
I'm kidding. I love you.
I love you though. She said these are vintage. These are pajamas. Like
all right. B1.
We were getting off topic here, but
we were just kind of going into, we didn't have too many expectations with the Lakers.
Right. So, okay. Yeah. So that's something that I would want to, that's something that I would actually, I would want to follow that formula with the Rams, and it's actually, if you think about it, kind of like, besides like obviously the change in coaching staff, Lakers just won 3 years ago, Rams won 2 years ago. So it's just kind of like, obviously the Lakers are different in the sense that, they're always going to be in the news, in the limelight, whether they're good or they're bad. That's just what comes with the brand and the team.
Right? It is.
It is. I mean, it doesn't help that we have, I would say, arguably the face of the NBA with LeBron James on our team. That just magnifies everything. So, yeah. So Game 6 is tomorrow. Today, the Suns just lost to the Nuggets. That series is over with.
I know.
It would be beautiful if we could close it out tomorrow. Although
he just got to stop trying to link up with these super teams.
So that series is done with. It's up to us tomorrow to win. If we do win, Brittany,
we'll be seeing Reds
on Sunday, girl. Like what?
No rest. No days off.
No days off.
Travel and then that's it.
Right. No days off.
I like what do we need to rest for? We know this is the season. This is the end of the season. This is playoff basketball. Let's push to see who we end up seeing. Like,
if it was easy, then everybody would be here. But we would have to go to Mile High City, but anyway, I'm not even gonna, guarantee it.
Ryan's hometown.
What was that?
I said that's Ryan's hometown.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I love Colorado when I went.
I want to go to Colorado so bad. I want to go to Aspen so bad.
We should do that. We'll do that.
Ooh. That tailgate takeover?
I know. We have to. We will ask people for ideas on like the best tailgates for us to hit up because
we only got one. Remember at Media Row, we got one location.
Yeah. So I saw Ryan's tweet and I retweeted it saying that we would be at all the home games, but I want to go. Like, I want us to go places. Like, we're gonna be on the road, folks. Like, this is gonna be.
We're gonna be on the road, whether it's cold.
No, but the guy, what was his name? He was you remember how I met him, but the guy who I thought was somebody else, and then he was like, "Yeah, no, I'm not him." Maybe it was like JR or something.
It was JR.
It was JR. Hey, JR.
He's with CBS, I believe.
JR from New York. So yeah, he was telling us about is it the Florida?
It's the Gators. I believe it's the
Florida Georgia game. Perhaps we'll look it up. We'll do our research prior.
The biggest. Did he say it's the biggest tailgate? The biggest. I don't know if it's the biggest tailgate.
Yeah. So we'll do like a little bit of everything. We'll do some college. We'll do other NFL cities. Like
we're gonna be on the road, folks.
I'll get a babysitter.
Or we'll bring them with us. Like what the heck? We're gonna be on the road. Yeah, we wanna hit tailgate takeover to as many places as we can.
Come to a city near you, folks.
Yes.
Let us know where you are.
So yes. We can through. There's a tailgate. We want to be there. Okay. If there isn't one, then we'll make one. Like what? So yeah, I feel like we can't even help but want to talk about football. Like we talk about basketball.
But there's so much in store for like, we'll have our weekly show. We anticipate having guests. Hopefully my friend Jade, you haven't met her yet, but so what happened was when we were out in Arizona and you were working, on some other things, we went to the experience and there was a pickleball exhibit and they had like tables set up. Oh my gosh, girl. So I played Will in pickleball and I fell on my ass and it was on video and they wanted to put it on like LAFB as content. Like, nah, I am not trying to be a GIF or a meme.
I'm so glad I wasn't there because I would have been right on the floor with you. Like,
so one of the girls that worked at the table, she was there. She was really, really nice, sweet girl. And so she pretty much was talking to me. She's a ref for NCAA.
Oh.
Yeah, really, really sweet girl, Jade. So I haven't got together with her yet in LA. I don't know if she goes to UCLA or if she just does a lot of brewing. I think she does. And that's why I wanted you to meet her. But we're going to have some guests because I would love to get her on here to just kind of hear what she has to say, her perspective, like being a female referee. Like, come on.
That's awesome. Yeah,
that would be dope. So, we need to we'll get some guests. Trust me.
Yeah, we definitely want to get some. We will. No, we will. We want to get some ladies on here. Anybody that's willing to come on, talk football, talk all things.
Too. We're not going to discriminate.
What was that?
I said guys can come on here too.
Oh, of course. Yeah. But we want to talk all things LA with you, especially LA football. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm telling you, like it's just like it's that time of year where you're like, oh, yeah, football's in the air. It's coming. I feel it.
The thing, like the countdown, the countdown calendar, the wood where you just turn it like 140 days, 138. Yeah, I need one of those.
Day or something,
You can't walk out of the house just like disgruntled.
We need a football advent calendar. Like it's great.
Right, exactly.
That'd be hilarious.
I'm excited.
And we eventually, obviously, it's not just about the topics that we want to cover. It's obviously we want to hear what you guys want us to talk about.
I know. We'll talk about anything.
So definitely be opening it up for that and taking.
We really want to hear what you guys have to say about the 3-star Yelp places because I want to go.
Yes.
As long as it doesn't look risky. Like it can't be 3 stars and a B.
Right. Yeah. Is it gonna give me like, are we gonna look like a scene of Bridesmaids like rushing to SoFi bathroom? Like, no.
Yeah.
So maybe we can do something like that, right? Where it's like, let's start there. Like, we want to hear those 3-star Yelp reviews, restaurants.
Hopefully people watch this all the way through. I am excited. We will definitely try to have weekly episodes. Send us some ideas, send us topics, and we will talk about it.
Yep.
And I love you.
I love you. This is episode 2.
Peace out.
Yeah. Let me take you on a day. We ain't gotta wait. Tell me if you got an ex nigga in the way, he can stay. I just wanna get a little taste, and I see you keep your body in shape. Look, I just wanna day.